Good morning, everyone. Tyler Redmond here with TylerRedmond.com. Have you ever wondered how to go about prospecting waiters and waitresses in the network marketing industry or home-based business or direct sales industry? If you've ever wondered that, stick around. We're going to get into that content today, and I'm going to answer your question and show you exactly how I prospect waiter and waitresses. If you're new to the broadcast, again, my name is Tyler Redmond. I'm a 28-year-old entrepreneur from Dallas, Texas. I'm a network marketing professional, and my goal daily is to provide you with as much value as I possibly can to help grow your business, create residual income, duplication, and momentum in your home-based business. So let's get into the topic today. How do you go about prospecting waiters and waitresses? It's a very simple concept, and the invite generally looks the same no matter who you're talking to once you finally get down to asking the question to see if they're open to take a look at what you're doing. But the key to waiters and waitresses is you don't go out to work your network marketing business. You work your network marketing business when you're already out. And so think about how many times a week you go out to eat, you have a waiter or waitress. You need to be talking to them, seeing if they're open, prospecting them about your business. And so literally what I do is every time I go out to eat, I make sure that I always look my waiter or waitress in the eye and call them by their name. They are human beings. They're not servants. They're not the help. They are human beings that are working a job for an income. And so you need to make sure you call them by their name and look them in the eye. You'll stand out because a lot of people do not do that. So call them by their name, look them in the eye, and when they introduce themselves, I make sure I introduce myself back. Hey, I'm looking forward to the service you're going to give us. Give them your drink order, let them leave. And then every single time that they come back to the table, you need to ask them a question. You start out with kind of some generic questions, and then you get more in depth as you go down to find out exactly how your business might be able to help them. Maybe the first couple of questions are, do you like working here? How long have you been working here? How long have you been a waiter or waitress? Well, are you working full-time or part-time? Well, what are you doing with the rest of your time? And I'm not bombarding them with questions right off the bat. Just literally every time they come back to the table, ask them a different question. Maybe they say they're a student and they're working at a restaurant just to pay their tuition while they go to school. But maybe it's not enough to pay for their tuition and they're having to take on student loans. That should trigger in your brain right there. That would be a reason why they would want to work a business like the business that you're working, a network marketing business. So you're just asking probing questions every once in a while, not all the time, not a lot, to find out how your business could help them in their life. And then once you know a reason how your business, or a reason why your business would help them or why they would want to build a business like yours, then at the end of the meal, maybe they brought you their check back and they thank you for being their customer, thank you for coming to that restaurant, you need to compliment them. Say, and I really appreciate the service that you gave us today. You did an excellent job. You're a great people person. Listen, I have a part-time business that I run, and we're always looking to add people to the team. If it didn't interfere with what you were already doing, do you keep your options open for side projects? Because you got to ask them if they're open. So you ask questions, you find out how your business could help them, ask them if they're open. If they say no, okay, great. Thank you so much for the service. Move on. I usually like to tip a lot because that's how I put myself through college is delivering pizzas, waiting tables, and so I like to give back in that regard. So you tip them really good no matter what the outcome is. But if they say that they're open, then it's time to get some contact information. Obviously, you don't know this person, you don't have their phone number, their email address, any of that. A lot of times they may ask you for a card. Please do not give them your business card because as we've talked about before on Facebook, you will never hear from them. So if they ask for a business card, just tell them, you don't have any. What I like to say sometimes is, what's your phone number? I'll text you my email address. And I literally pull out my phone and I have it like I'm about to text them my email address. So I'm kind of looking up at them like, what's your phone number? I'll text you my email address. That's it. That's a good way to get their phone number. Or, hey, pull out your phone and text me your email address. That way you have their email address and their phone number. Or maybe sometimes just straight up asking, hey, what's your number? I'll text you later this week and maybe we can get together. It's just simply asking. If a lot of times they're just going to give it to you anyway. Sometimes they may pull back a little bit, have a little reservation. Then just ask for an email address or ask if you can connect with them on social media. that's a little less invasive, a little less pushy. I know guys sometimes run into the problem that if it's a waitress and you're a guy patron, it's kind of weird to talk to waitresses or talk to females and try to get their phone number because it looks like you're hitting on them, and it kind of feels weird. So a lot of times I like to use my wife. She's sitting right next to me, so if it's a female, I always say, hey, why don't you give your number to my wife, and she'll call you later this week, and maybe we can talk about it. Maybe it would be something for you, maybe it wouldn't. And a lot of times they'll give it to Megan, to my wife. But if all else fails, just get an email address, connect up with them, kind of soften them up a little bit, eventually get a phone number. But that's it, guys. Super simple to do, but it's not easy. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You actually have to talk to people. You have to ask questions, and then you actually have to invite. But the invite looks the same for no matter who you're talking to. Do you keep your options open to a part-time project if it didn't interfere with what you were currently doing? That's it. Very easy. Think about the waiters and waitresses that you talk to every single day or every single week. You need to start prospecting them, because that's just prospects coming in left and right. You need to talk to those people.